Hi everyone, Lucy from Bearkind here. We sell our bamboo socks on Faire and have been doing really well. Recently, we've been looking at improving our print marketing assets to help increase our sales. In this video, I'm going to show you the different type of print items that we give to our customers and plus the success of those and how you can use printed items to help boost your sales when email marketing isn't working as well for you. We have leveraged print assets with our wholesale customers to both improve our relationship with our current customers and bring in new customers. To improve our relationship with our current customers, we have done the following. We've made posters for retailers to put in their shops. We've made a selection of posters, about 10 to 15 different designs in both A4 and A3, so our customers can choose which one works for them depending on how much space they've got. We actually give these out to our customers, so we can't list an item for free on Faire, so we have to list it for a penny. That's the minimum amount you have to set. No one seems to be bothered by this, they just go for it anyway. It is obviously still really cheap, or we can just throw them in if a customer asks for them. And these have done really well. So remember, you might have some point of sale stands, but if not, you've just got maybe a small product range in someone's store, but you want to make it work hard for you. Don't forget, the more that the retailer sells, the more they're going to buy for you. So a poster could really help with this. It helps kind of bring attention to your product. You can get across your key proof points. A poster might be able to do a better job of selling it in the store than a shop owner might, who have got loads of competing products. They're busy, they don't always have a chance to speak to the customer about the proof points of your product. So it's a really good way of getting your product across and in front of new people. Our posters have been really popular with our retailers. We've had to restock them a number of times. And of course, we decide the design to start with and then we'll just rebuy whichever ones are most popular. We've even noticed people framing the posters and putting them up on the walls, so they're starting to look really professional. We've used kind of general designs, a few different options of different most popular socks we started with. So for example, orangutans sell really well, so we made an orangutan poster, same with puffins. I think what we'll do is bring in some Christmassy posters. Socks is a huge seller at Christmas, so we really want to leverage this in all the marketing assets that we are bringing out. We've also started adding postcards to our order. I saw a lot of brands doing this and I thought it was such an awesome idea. We finally got around to doing it, so I thought I'd now show you some of the different postcards that we are trying out. I want to change these up depending on the season and what's going on in the business. So for example, I have got just a basic thank you for your order card. There you go. Looks really nice. It's in our branding, our colours, our logo. It's got the animals on it. And we just say, you're helping us on our mission to save the world one pair of socks at a time. In 2022, our retailers helped us achieve, and we talk about the charity impact. So that's just a really nice customer experience thing for someone to receive in their order. So they've already placed the order. This is about building that relationship and hopefully getting them to reorder. And we can change that up depending on what's going on. There's so many different charity impact stats that we can talk about. We're nearly out of these, so I might do something a bit different on the next one. You can also use this as an opportunity to do marketing activations throughout the year. So this is a good example of this. We've done a Father's Day one, which is obviously out of date now, but we started putting these in orders around the start of May. Gives them about a month and a half. I guess you could go longer depending on how big the season is. I think Christmassy ones we'll start putting in September, for example. And then we just say on the back, this is your countdown to Father's Day. Socks are one of the most popular gifts for Father's Day, along with ties, wallets and aftershave. So it's a bit of a sales pitch, but then I move into some tips on making the most of Father's Day when it comes to socks. So I give them a QR code that takes them to our Father's Day campaign assets. So we took lots of beautiful product shots, specifically of our kind of most popular male socks, and so they're able to then use that. We've given them the QR code. I've given them a list of our most popular bestsellers in size 7 to 11. I've given our email address. So we're trying to be as helpful as possible, adding value, building the relationship, but it's also it is a marketing pitch, that one. So obviously that could be different depending on the business. Maybe you go for Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, any other kind of seasonal thing that's happening in the year. Product launches, for example. We've just done a massive restock, so maybe we can start putting in cards to say, for example, our Orca socks, we were out of stock of those for Father's Day, so I made sure not to put them on here because there's no point sending a marketing slip and then you're out of stock of that particular product. But because they're back, we could send out an activation to say best-selling Orca socks now back in, quick while stocks last type thing. So there's lots of opportunity there. Another cool thing we do is if someone asks for a sample, I will send this one. So welcome to the best socks you'll ever wear. So that goes out with the sample. Again, proof points on the back of it, and I'm talking about why this would be a great investment for your store. I talk about the socks themselves, the over 100 wholesale 5-star reviews, support 100% female business, get support from us 7 days a week. Lots of different proof points on the back of that. So that will go out with the sample. So someone comes to us and asks for a sample, we send out a nice little sample pack. They've got a few socks, different sizes, different types. They've got the card, so that works really nicely. I think it's a really good addition to the sample procedure. And then this one I wanted to show you is just a generic card, saving animals one pair of socks at a time. On the back, a few different things. Couple of key proof points, again, always good to remind people of those, what we stand for. A message from me as founder, so a nice little pic there with a quote from me, and as seen in. So these kind of logos down here of all the different press articles that we've been in. That's really good for building trust. Now this one could go out to our retailers, it could go out to a journalist, an influencer, anyone really. It's quite a generic card, so it's good to have that on stock if we need it. The thing with postcards is, the great proposition you have is if you're fulfilling your orders from your own warehouse or from home like we used to do, then yes, you can be more personalized with this approach, because I've seen a lot of people putting postcards in. They might sign it from, hi Susan, thank you for your order, sign it from you. It gives that personal touch, great for customer experience. We can't do that because we're in a 3PL warehouse. We've got too many orders to do that. But this, I think, is doing things that are not scalable to scale. So do give that personal touch if you're available. But these postcards, we're in a 3PL and it works for us. So I recommend doing that. Something else really cool that we've just started doing as well is business cards, but specifically for retailers. In general, I'm not a business card kind of person. I've never carried around a business card with me. I just connect with people digitally. LinkedIn has a scan QR code function now, or I'll just take someone's email down. But this was more about helping with my sales pitch. So if I'm in a store and I notice, great, this is a lovely gift store, our socks would fit really well here. Sometimes it is hard to do that sales pitch in person, especially if you don't have a product on your person. But we've made these cards. So these are just a small card to fit in your wallet or in your pocket, your bag. And it says, we think Bergheim would be the perfect fit for your business. So a little pun there, very good. Who doesn't love a pun? Our key proof point, donate 10% of profits, some nice lifestyle imagery. And then we're just asking them to join our mission. Scan the QR code to find out more about our socks. I've put a few designs on the back, our email. And this helps with the pitch. You're in a shop and you go up to the shop owner and they're busy and they might not remember you. But then they get to the end of the day and they think, who is that random girl that came in talking about socks? I can't remember her name. And I also can't remember her business or what they did. I just remember it was socks. They've got this to remember us by. It really helps with the sales pitch. And you can give these to anyone, parents, friends, your team members. So just if they happen to be somewhere and notice that your product would fit well in someone's store, they can give them this business card. I think we're a big fan of email, but with all the emails floating around and everyone trying to compete for the same retailers, this helps you stand out. So I think it's a really good idea, and we're testing it at the moment to see how it goes. Recently, we've also moved into making our trade catalogue into print. So we've always had a digital catalogue, but now we're bringing it into print as well. We had a few retailers come to us saying, we would like this in print. It seems a bit excessive for a couple of retailers to ask us to do that, and we just do it. But again, it's about building that relationship. And also, how many other retailers want this but are not asking for it? So we have built it in print, and actually it's a really good sales tool as well. So as I mentioned before, if we're sending a sample out, I'll send out the sample, maybe a business card. I've got those postcards saying, welcome to the best socks you'll ever try. And I'll add a trade catalogue. And then that contains everything they need. Terms and conditions, prices, MOQs. So it's a really good sales tool. Naturally, as we are going into trade show season next year, we're going to a big trade show in February, we're going to need catalogues and things like this. This one includes our prices, but then we've also been asked by retailers to include ones that don't have the prices. More of a lookbook, show off our range, show people what the socks look like when they're being worn, but it allows our retailers to use it as a sales tool themselves. Obviously, if you have a catalogue with the wholesale pricing in it, you can't show that to your own customers. So we're now building out this proposition. We give it to people for free. Again, with anything like this, it's an investment. It is a marketing cost, but also a bit of an investment in your relationship with these retailers. And again, it's just the more they sell, the more they're going to buy from you. So it's a really important part of it. This is now going to be something that we regularly do. So we've got Christmas coming up, brand new stock coming in. we will use it as a sales tool at that point. So we'll build a new catalogue with all the new stock and we'll send it to our biggest retailers and, you know, our customers that are high value to us. Also our customers that are most likely to rebuy, and just be like, here's the new range. This is where you can buy it. Hopefully convert a lot of people that way. We have got a brand new digital course coming out, Wholesale AutoPilot. I do some content in that where I talk about our trade catalogue, what we include in it, how to build your own, or I'll give you access to our own trade catalogue and you can use that as a template to build your own. So if you're interested in doing that and helping boost your wholesale channel, you can sign up into the waitlist in the links below. Remember, print can be a pretty powerful asset. We're a big fan of email, but sometimes you need something to support that and build out the whole experience. It doesn't have to cost the whole world either. You can do short runs just to test it, but one wholesale order for us paid off all of the print assets that we've already done. So it's been a really worthwhile experience for us. Thank you for watching. We do a lot of business content on this channel to help you start a business or grow the one you've already got. So subscribe for more, drop a like if you found this video useful, and I will see you in the next one.